Have you ever heard of the famous Carolina Straw Mountains? Ooh. Ah. Just kidding. Nope, these are just big old piles of straw because for whatever reason the game did not like. It was either that it didn't like this or it didn't like the terrain here, but the baler gave these big old. I mean, combine gave these big old piles of straw. But today, contrary to my silly intro here, we are not working with straw. We are working with oats. And we're using our leased combine. It's still the same day, still August. We're going to get this oat field going. I don't know if I'll finish it on recording, but we'll get a good headland in. And yeah, I don't know if we'll sell this off the field or if we'll keep it. I think we'll probably keep the oats for a few months. I know we're absolutely swimming in cash with $507, but I don't want to undercut ourselves either and sell these oats just out of panic mode. You know, we want to maximize our profit. So if we have to cut up a tree and sell it to pay the overnight bills, then we'll do that. But I want to get this headland done and get that first load in the silo, and we can take stock at that point. I don't know why I'm going counterclockwise on this map. I'm pretty sure didn't I do that on the other field? Very weird. Very weird. I don't know what is wrong with me. And no, I have not decided what to do about the straw. We have two types of animals, neither of which utilize straw. But we've learned that it's a lot of work to bale it up and haul it to sell, one bale at a time. So what I would like to do is get one of those bale picker-uppers, presuming that we have enough horsepower to operate one, which is actually a fairly large presumption. I don't know that we have the horsepower for that. But if we can, that would be a cool thing to do. And then, you know, you sell a whole load of straw bales. It would take like 2 loads just to pay for leasing the equipment. But, you know, something to do, as they say. Oh, I thought I had a better turn than that. Whoops. Oh well. We'll get it on the next pass. I hope this yield is pretty good. I have no way of knowing. I think it's hilarious that there's literally better yield monitoring software in real in real combines now than there is in a video game. I was watching Spencer Hilbert latest video talking about his corn harvest out in Iowa, and I was thinking that's pretty cool that they have all that data. They can get the acre, bushels per acre down to a science. You can also see the moisture content, so they can know what they're going to lose when they have to dry the corn and everything. Crazy amount of technology. Farming has gone from this, like, pardon my French, but primitive sort of art form in the early days to being very, very scientific now. You need degrees in biology and hydrology. You need meteorology, all of it. Kind of wild. We didn't even make the whole headland. That's what we call a good problem to have. So let's get in the truck, maybe? Nah, we'll use this tractor. The new tractor only has 0.3 hours on it. If you didn't see a couple episodes ago, this was our first big purchase on this farm. Big to us. It's like 20 grand, 24 grand, I think it was. So we are going to be running the wheels off of this one. It's perfect for this farm. Perfect size. Nice, not too big, not too small. Good horsepower for the range of jobs that we'll have it running. So I think it worked out nice. Our theme here is that it's the Carolina Case farm. So these two, Case harvester, Case tractor. I like it. Hope you guys do too. I'm enjoying this save quite a bit. It has taken on its own character, which every farm does, but some of them just don't pop. You know what I mean? Some of these saves, you get going and you think, well, I don't know about this one. Something goes wrong enough that it ruins the character and personality of the farm. But I like this one. It's got some identity to it, and I don't think that our goal is insurmountable. I think we can do this, which I like. I like having an accessible goal. 200 grand seems like a lot, but I think once we get our animal production up and our farm yields are doing well, I do want to buy another tractor. I know we don't need 3 tractors on a farm this size, but I do want to buy a slightly bigger tractor for once we're working larger swaths of land. I think that one is somewhere around $48,000, something like that. And once we have that, we can think about purchasing land, and we can expand our operation. The big frustration last episode, some of you guys probably remember, was that our chickens are only at 20%. And I did what I said I would do. I went and thought about it. Went and had a nice thinking spot. Bluebelly's thinking spot. And here's what I concluded, guys. Here's what I concluded. You see this little menu right here? Boom. March. We're going to plant sunflowers. Because if you look at the chickens, we can give them sunflowers and we'll be able to get this up to 40%. Now, I looked into the cracked corn situation. The good news about the cracked corn is that there are mods that allow you to make cracked corn. The bad thing about cracked corn is the particular, unique crop mod that allows you to be able to do that is a script mod. And I don't like to mess with scripting mods. Those tend to be the mods that break your game more often than just vehicles. If you put a tractor mod in your game and that tractor mod doesn't work, guess what? All you need to do, delete the tractor. You put a script mod in the game, oh boy. You'll have objects flying through the air. You'll have things not loading. You'll have things locking up. You'll have loss of frame rate. There's so many things that can go wrong. And I'm not saying that mod, I'm not saying the cracked corn mod would do that. I'm saying that mods in general, script mods in general, are the ones that tend to break people's games. So as cool as some of them are, as how they make your game more realistic and all that, I get it, I do. Just not for me. Not what I want to do, particularly on the saves that I'm making content with. I might try it somewhere else, but am I frustrated about the chickens not producing their full? Yes, of course. But I think what I might do is do both fields in sunflowers. So we're only going to have to rent the harvester with the corn header once, or sunflower header if we get one that has that. And then we'll be set on sunflowers if we go that route. The other option that I thought about was, what if we get rid of the chicken pen, sell the grain, and go a different direction altogether? You know, the sheep, I think, are going to be fine. It's going to get a little bit annoying running over to get water all the time, but we could basically just end up, speaking of water, we could basically end up just like planting, if we wanted to, we could just plant this in grass and level off another area, maybe have another pen down there, and just have 2 sheep pens and just let that be what we base this farm on. I want to make the chickens work. The trailer. I knew I was doing something. But I don't know. If somebody watching this knows more about that cracked corn mod and you're like, you're an idiot, you should just use the crack, you should just use that mod, it's fine. If somebody says that in a comment, I might try it. Just afraid that I'll break my game. The other thing that made me upset about it was it's not like you just, take your corn to the grain silo and it will convert it. It's like you have to buy a whole factory. Does it make sense to spend $100,000 on a new factory to make feed for birds that are going to make me like $2,000 per pallet? Yet another one of these things in the game that I understand why it's there, but it doesn't make practical sense for me specifically. Should I put that on a worker while I do this? With our $507. Yeah. I mean, we can take back over once we're done. Sorry, I forgot to warn you I was going to tab. I'm pressing the accelerator. Weighted down, going uphill. She's not happy. She is not happy. We don't have any gears lower than first. Go Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Man, maybe I should have used the other tractor. Or the truck. At this rate, the combine's going to be ready for another load by the time I get done. I know, just a bit of exaggeration. It's fine. It is nice, I will say, that we have these straw bales. Even though they don't bring a lot of money, it is nice to have products on hand that you can sell. Okay, we're on the... Thank you. Gosh, it's like we're on the level. And I know there's buttons to shift. I just don't. Oh, now we find fourth, right when we just about to pull in. I like these Parker wagons. I think I say I like the setup every time I play. Sorry guys, I like the setup. Oh, I wonder how much wool we have. Not even a half pallet. Okay. While this is doing its thing, let's take a look here. $8.33. I'm curious. Corn oil, cornmeal, cracked corn. Maybe that mod is already on the dang map. Nope. Production. Sugar mill. Grain mill. What is that? What is that? Old mill. Bakery, carpentry, dairy, spinnery, cereal factory. Grain mill plus. See what I mean? 96,000. Do I really want to pay 96,000 just so I can feed the birds? Doesn't make sense to me. Concrete production plant. Huh. Interesting. Biogas plant. Oh, these are Omatana's things. Huh. They incorporated those into the... Boy, if you really had a high understanding of this game, you could... Well, maybe... I wish I could test this. I might have to do a side version of the game and test this. Because I've used this on another map. And it was... There was one that was corn heavy. We could get... Yeah. Farm production stone. Goodness. Look at all that. Wow. Is that popcorn? Wow. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm not really narrating much because I'm trying to figure out what all these things are. Farm production barn. Are those tobacco leaves? Farm production barn medium. Plaster. Potatoes. So you can make sugar from sugar beets at one of these for 10 grand. What does soybeans turn into? Huh. This is crazy. These things are only 10 grand. Does any of them make cracked corn for 10 grand? That would be ideal. Oil production small. Cereals. I'm gonna guess that's popcorn. Oatmeal. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know. So, if one of these would let us make cracked corn, that would make sense. But the fact that I need this guy just doesn't add up for me. Oh, that's cereal. Okay. So you can make... Yeah. You can make cereal with this. Very cool. Sorry about that detour. We'll get this down there and get a bit more of the oats. Productions are definitely a way to extend your crops to make more profit for sure. All right. You want to upset a lot of purists in this game? Watch this. I'm going to upset. Here they go. Here they go. Get ready to type in the comments. Ah, don't drive in the crop. I'm also paying a worker while I sit and browse the menu. Another faux pas. You guys know what that word means? Faux pas? That was weird. Did you see it like glitching out? Probably because I was making fun of the commenters. Actually, this series, I can't even whine. This series has not gotten a lot of negative comments. People are like, "Oh, this guy again." Never mind. Go watch the same three farm sim YouTubers I've been watching for the last 10 years. Heck with this new guy. I'm sorry, I'm not really bitter. I'm just joking. Just a joke. Just a funny. Just a little ha-ha for you. Alright. I'm going to fire the worker and do a bit more myself. It's funny, all the workers are named Al. Oh, I got all the dad jokes tonight. I'm sorry. Oh, I missed a little bit. That hurts. I'll have to get it on the way back. What do you guys think the yield's gonna be? We already dumped one whole trailer. You think we get 4 trailers out of this? Nah, probably not. I'll tell you what, if that one small factory, if I can build it for 10 grand and it allows me to turn these oats into a production product, I mean, I'm saying. So this one is cornmeal, not cracked corn. That one's cracked corn. I can make oat drink or oatmeal. No sell point. Wow, 1,200 in May. That's pretty good. We could have a couple pallets by then. What's funny though, you're like, yes, bro, we've been making wool for 6 months, or whatever it is, 9 months. We're so pumped to sell our wool. You get there and they're like $2,400. Like, what? $2,400 doesn't pay our taxes on a farm like this. I do genuinely think that this game does a good job of teaching not 100% accurate farm economics, because that'd be really something. But I think it does a good job of showing that farming isn't just, seeds in the ground, profit. Farming has so many factors to whether or not you have a successful harvest. And a lot of those factors are beyond your control, which is tragic, but just the way it is. It's the way she goes. Boy, 9:14 looks weird on the clock. Never really thought about that before. I have a feeling we'll be selling a lot of straw. Can you make anything with straw? I don't think so. At least not in this game. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. I will either do more of this with you guys next time, or I'll do it off stream, off recording. But thanks for your patience, enduring all my thoughts and ideas about the future of the farm. See you in the next one. Bye for now.